people. Today or tonight, whatever you're watching, whenever you're watching, it's 8:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, October 6th, 2015, right now. And I just want to talk about Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 to 48. But let me read it first. You have heard it, you have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. He causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. If you love those who love you, what reward will you get? Are not even the tax collectors doing that? And if you greet only your own people, what are you doing more than others? Do not even the pagans do that? Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. Now, in this fallen world, especially in the West, we're taught just care about yourself, hate your enemies, hope they die, hope they get screwed over, hate your enemies, and also we are taught that faith has no objective value and that faith has no public value. That faith should be a subjective fantasy in your mind. That's especially the West. I mean, it's treated as this subjective intellectual disorder for the most part in the West. And that all opinions are equal because the truth is relative. There's no absolute truth. There's no objective reality. 1 plus 1 equals 2 is the same as 2 plus 5 equals 1 because they're both correct, even though obviously they're not both correct. I mean, 1 plus 1 is 2. The other equation is definitely wrong. But I mean, we're not supposed to judge people, but we're supposed to pursue objective reality and recognize objective reality. So, for me, my opinion is that Jesus is the living God. That he revealed himself on Calvary, on the cross, and he revealed what it means to be a perfect human being. And when he says love your enemy, you start doing it as a sign of obedience to him. But after you start working on it, and once you start practicing the value of enemy love, you actually start loving your enemies. You actually start seeing the world through the eyes of Christ, the eyes of the Messiah. You actually see the value, the infinite value, not just the marginal value, the infinite value in every single human being. And not just every human being, but all life, especially animal life. And it's just like when people come after you, or when people misunderstand you, or if people are just deranged or possessed, you actually see through that. You actually love the individual that they were designed to be, despite all their flaws to begin with. And you actually want a genuine relationship with them. You actually you don't want tolerance or simply coexistence. You want shalom. You want harmonious peace. You want eternal love with them. You want eternal relationship with them. So, alright, that's my little blurb on Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 to 48. Thank you very much.